Hi, fellow traders. I hope you guys had a great day today. This message here is for a specific group of people, but I'm going to share it with everybody. Don't get bitter, get better. Don't get bitter, get better. Getting mad and getting upset about something does not help you. Believe me, I know. I have I had the worst temper. I still had the worst temper at times. I've been able to deal with it somewhat in trading, but you can't get mad if things don't go your way. If you make a bad decision, don't get mad at other people. It's not their fault. I used to be mad at people who had what I wanted. It's not their fault. I couldn't get mad at them. I just needed to get off my ass and make it happen for me. So basically, um, that's what it was. And I'm gonna tell you, and you guys, I sent you this message already, so you guys got the email. But I'm gonna let everybody know what I'm talking about. Okay, we had a swing trade on UPS. It was on our watch list from Sunday. Um, it kind of sold off a little bit more on Monday. Honestly, I was thinking, and we said this Sunday that it was coming back to 100. That's what we were looking for. But it didn't. It seemed like it was bouncing here. So I opened yesterday on a gap up from the previous day's close. So that triggered an entry. And we got in. But before the day was over, I don't know if anybody else stayed in this, but it seems like a handful of people took this off and they were out. And, I'm asking them, why did you take it off? Where was our stop? We were getting in here. Our stop was just under the low of this candle here. That's where the stop was. Why did you take the trade off? Okay. And that was the first question I asked yesterday when I got these emails. Why did you take the trade off? And the first thing they tell me was because it lost VWAP. Okay. So what my response was? What the hell are you doing watching a swing trade on an intraday chart? One of the first rules that we talked about is when you're swing trading, you do not watch this trade tick for tick all day on an intraday chart. You get in, you set your targets, and you walk away. So guess what? They got stopped out yesterday. This morning was a good time to enter again. It was a good entry. Okay, you're not too far off the bottom. Go ahead and get in. Of course, you can't use this as your stop anymore, but at least you got a gap. You can set your max loss, how much you're willing to risk on this trade, and then go. But all I got was upset, mad, because they got shook out yesterday. And here's what we saw. Here's yesterday. We get in. Okay, it triggered an entry, and I got in. I was dealing with the day trade stuff, so I didn't really get in when I wanted to. But it triggered an entry, and we get in. That's how we have to trade. We have a setup. It triggers an entry. You get in. The trade is either going to work or it's not going to work. You get in, you have your stop. You already know where your risk is. You know where your profit target is. Let's get to work. So we got in, and here's the candle that everybody got out on. Right there. Why? Because it lost VWAP to 20 to 9. So what? This isn't a day trade. We're holding for a bigger move up here. All right, this isn't a little day trade. So today we opened with another gap up, and you could have got triggered entry again. You could have used the low of to this day as your stop would have been the same risk if I had gotten in here and then used the previous day's low or the low of that bounce. And this thing took off and made a nice move up. But guess what? Everybody, yesterday, I saw some comments about UPS being a dud and all this and all that. I ignore those comments, especially if I'm in the swing trade. I ignore it because I could care less. Same thing today. People posting it's running into resistance or it's double topped here. You know, they may need to take it off. No. That wasn't it. You know, you keep it on. The only thing that made me even think about taking this trade off today was if the market rolled over and started selling off. And it looked like it was trying to roll over for a minute. And I said, if the market starts to roll over and sell off, I'm getting out of this because I don't want to be long if the market's tanking. I want to be out of the long trades and be ready to, trade the market what it's giving me. Okay, I'm not going to let it just take away something that I've already got and then, sit there twiddling my thumbs. If the market starts selling off, we already know we've got a plan as to what we're going to do with the market. But it never sold off. It caught traction, and this thing made a huge move. Now, my target was at 107 today. And what happened here, whenever the market closes, my order cancels. And so I put in an extended hours order. I thought I put in 108. It looked like 108 to me. But I'm 3 years out from getting glasses. I should have gone. I haven't been to get my eyes examined in 3 years because I got to get new glasses. I don't even have my old glasses anymore. They're done. But I've been too lazy to go. And I make silly mistakes like this because on the platform, 8 and 6 kind of look the same to me. So I thought I had 108 in just in case we got a pop up. I wanted to get that extra volatility, but it was at 106, and damn if it didn't hit 106.05. I don't even know why this is down here. It says it filled 2 shares at 106.05, but this is 104.78 or something like that. So I don't even know why this is down here, but it filled 2 shares, and then it filled 148. But it's weird things happen like this after market. I saw 1 share go through. I saw 5 shares go through. I saw 10 shares. But, I made a mistake here and cost myself about 150 to 200 bucks that I could have picked up tomorrow by waiting for it to hit my target. But just made an error here on this, but I still have half my position on, looking for it to continue to move on. But I didn't take it off early. I didn't get scared out. I just, I made the error. I can't blame anybody but me. So I have to eat that couple $100 that I could have made that I'm not going to make now. All right, but the point is, and the point I want to get across to you guys that are just learning how to swing trade, we talked about this to death in the class today. You don't watch swing trades all day long, tick for tick, on an intraday chart. You don't do it. If you want to watch it on a daily chart. That'll put you to sleep, and you don't have to worry about watching this anymore. But don't do it because you're going to end up upset. You're going to be mad because I stayed in it and I stuck to my plan and I made money and you didn't. When you really need to be mad at yourself. And really getting mad at yourself you need to turn around and just do the things you need to do so that you don't make those mistakes again. And it's simple. It's a simple fix. Stop looking at the damn chart. Stop it. Get in, set your stuff, and walk away. And that's why sometimes I get irritated with people posting blow by blow moves on a stock I'm swing trading in, and they're not even trading it. But they're giving blow by blow analysis. I don't want to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. They're swing trading it. So, it gets frustrating sometimes. Sometimes you got to close your ears, close your eyes, and just put your head down and go to work. But don't keep up with these things intraday. It will cause you to get out early and miss a pretty lucrative move. So, this could come back tomorrow, and that's fine. I can just take profit on it and move on. But I'm really looking for it to continue making this move back up, at least up to, 109, 110 area. I'm looking for it to close this little gap up in here. And, really, we're really in the week pretty good with our swing for this week. So that's that. All right, let's move on to our day trade today. Textbook opening range breakdown. Now, DIS, this is the stock that disappointed me on earnings. So this was a nice, big, volatile candle at the open. And there was a time where this would scare me out. It would. It would keep me from taking a trade. I would say, this candle is too big. It's not going anywhere. It's like I knew what was going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. And too many times I missed out on decent moves because I didn't take it because I thought the candle was too big or whatever. It's not about what I think. It's about what the market does. So even if I got in and this didn't work, then oh well. I'd come back another day. But I got in according to plan, right on the break. Made a nice move down to the daily 20 here. That's this blue solid line. Now, I made my targets 10 cents off because I got sick and tired of this thing coming within 10 cents of my target and bouncing. It's been doing that forever. So I did the max 10 cent offset. And I did that all day, so it worked out pretty good for me. So I got the first target here. We tried to sell a little bit, and it caught some traction and bounced. Couldn't really get away from this 20, and it ran up, pushed a little bit through VWAP, but it hit my break-even target. So it stopped me out at break-even. Right? Can you believe that? It went right back up to my entry. I mean, practically right back up to my entry. Stopped me out, and then it started to work. So, came back. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to stay locked in. When we got the rejection, as soon as we made the new low, I got in, and it gave me a little bit of stress here for a minute. But then it started to work and sold through. We bounced, but never pushed through the 9 here. Came on back down, hit my first target, worked itself down, hit the second target. My ultimate target, honestly, my final target was here. This was my ultimate target. But because this looked so weak and it was working so well, I just amended it. Instead of taking the last 100 shares off, I took 50 off here. And then it sold off to the 200 so well, I just took 25 off here. Instead of taking it all off, I took 25 off, but then it bounced and stopped me out on the last piece. But incredible patience. And this is why I trade live every day. So you guys can see exactly what happens, exactly the emotions that I experience. You get to feel those emotions that I experience as well, and how I have to deal with them. Because you're going to have to deal with the same things. And a lot of people end up taking it off early, let this stuff chop you out, and you don't let it get to your targets. It's all because you're thinking about not losing money. Every tick is about you don't want to lose money. And you're adding charges to this thing. Every time you get a green candle, oh god damn. I knew this thing wasn't gonna work. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know the drill. Because you hear it come out of my mouth sometimes. And when that happens, I know exactly what I'm doing and what I have to do to correct it. Because it's going to creep in, it's going to sneak in, it's going to come in that back door. And if you're not careful and recognize it when it happens, it's going to create some issues for you. So just wanted to share that with you, share this trade. We are done for today. We locked up $741.20. Only trading 300 shares. We trade small. We trade consistent. And we trade patiently, and we wait for the trends. Does this happen every day? No, it doesn't happen every day. But if we can get one or two of these a week, and they happen once or twice a week, just a matter of being locked into the market. And if your stock gives it to you, you're there to take it. And it happens. Now, sometimes we're in stocks that turn out to be duds. I'm good for hitching my wagon to a dead horse. But that doesn't mean I can't unhitch it and, try the next horse in line. And then once you get one that's doing you right, you ride that sucker till it bucks you. And that's what we do. And it's consistent. We do it every day. Come hell or high water. And at the end of the week, at the end of the month, we're green. It's simple as long as you have the right mindset. As long as you can develop that trader mindset. And that's what we work on, trying to get everybody to develop. That trader mindset. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for us today. We're going to come back tomorrow, see if we can finish Thursday strong. Friday's a half a day for me. Starting my birthday weekend celebration. So my daughter and I, we celebrate our birthday together every year because we're like less than a week apart. And it's going to start 12 o'clock Friday. We're going to be on the road. So half a day Friday. So I got another day and a half to make it happen. See if we can have the best week of 2020 this year or this week. All right, guys. So take it easy. Y'all have a good one. And I will see you tomorrow.